Greetings, Pastor Michael. Today I have a reading to share with you from One Day at a Time in Al-Anon. I look forward to sharing this reading with you because the first time I read through it here recently, I thought, wow, what an interesting concept. The topic has to do with anxiety, stress, whatever motivates us to want to run away, and the fantasy that follows about building something new. Oh, this can take us very many directions. So let's jump in and get started with today's reading. It is August 1st. Perhaps many of us have had the thought at one time or another, oh, if I could only run away from all this and start all over again. We think a fresh beginning would solve everything, that we wouldn't make the same mistakes again, and so we'd have a chance to be happy. Of course, we know that this is really just a childhood fantasy, but the very idea that we can entertain this notion should make us a little doubtful of our maturity. For we know perfectly well, admit it or not, that we'd be taking our troubles with us. We cannot run away from ourselves. Isn't this clear proof that many of our troubles are self-created? Many of our personal agonies are self-inflicted. Today's reminder, a big step toward maturing, is to realize that I cannot change conditions by running away from them. I can only change my point of view about them and their relationship to me. And this can be done only by changing myself. The quote that ends the reading follows, "Little by little, I can change my world, not by escaping to a new one with the same old me, but by making a new me out of the old one." This ends our reading out of One Day at a Time in Al-Anon for today, August 1st. But it certainly does not end our directions that we can take in furthering a discussion. Now, it's very interesting, the directions that this can take us. Have you ever met, they mention children here, so have you ever met a child or someone immature and inexperienced in life who felt that running away was the solution? And certainly the follow-on logic to that would be, if I run away from what I have here, I will run towards something that is new and different. But this reading today is telling us that because we are taking ourselves with us when we run away, where we are running to will still have the same old me. So what we have to consider before we make that big investment in time and energy and resources of cutting and running, that's a big commitment in itself. We need to meditate, look inside of who we are, and see what we can do to make a list of things that we would like to improve and change ourselves. Wow, what a thought. I could change myself and become a better person. How do you react to today's reading? What are your thoughts? If you cannot be with us today, after watching this video, please write us at minister@spiritofpeace.us, and in the subject line put Al-Anon, and write what you would like in the body of the email. You matter to us, and what you have to say is important to us. We want to hear from you, and we will reply as soon as we are able, which will be pretty soon, unless things fall apart on this end for a little while. But that generally only happens for a little while, and then we pick ourselves up and move forward again. At this time, I turn to my higher power and I seek help, because I turn to my sponsor, I turn to my accountability partners, I turn to the people I serve, I turn to my daily journal and I review. But the higher power has that loud, wide message for me that I'm always interested in receiving, because the higher power only knows better and knows much better than I do. Dear God, I do know that if I ever think about running away, that's not a real good solution. It is one solution, though, but then in prayer, I also have to be careful of what I pray for, just in case you let me have it. So, today I'm praying that you will help me change the me in order to make me a better person. And go out there and do what you see fit for me to do in making this world a better place in service to you and my fellow Al-Anons. In your name I pray. Amen. So, thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to the video. And best of all, thank you for any interaction that you might have with us. And I do not want to forget, thank you for following the advice in today's August 1st, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, and addressing that which is inside of you to help make you a better person. God's peace for you today and in the future. God bless you.